We are water drenched. It's been a beautiful day here in Southern California. It's going to rain some more. And somebody told me that in Woodland Hills they had over 11 inches in the last couple of days of water, of rain. We're not used to that, folks. Plus, it's cold. Well, it is for people like me, native Southern California. Did you know that I was from Hollywood? Yep, I was born in Hollywood, just off of Sunset Boulevard. Well, enough of that. We have an exciting show today. Valentine's Day is just a week away. And if you have alcohol and you try to be romantic, did you know that booze can get in that way? We're going to talk about that with our guest as we feature three spirit drinks today. And we thank Amy Summers from Pitch Publicity for introducing us to Three Spirit. So thank you very much, Amy. Yay! And one last thing. Well, we'll do the last thing when we come back. This is Mark Allen Cooks. Live television, everybody. It is so exciting. Um, I just want to, we have a shout out, and the shout out is to Brian McGowan in Pittsburgh. If you are watching, happy birthday. Couple of days early, but what can you do? We just wanted to let you know. Brian's been a regular uh, watcher of our show, and we appreciate our Mark Allen Cooks watchers. We're going to go right now to the big city of Studio City, and we're going to bring in our guest. Hello, guest. Oh, that's not your name. Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
I mean,
We have
I'm
Scylla
okay.
McLean. You just don't call you late for dinner, right?
Exactly.
Right. Silamith works for Three Spirit Drinks. We're going to talk about those. We're going to make three cocktails today, and these are really mocktails. And you're drinking one right now. Which one are you drinking?
I am one right now. I am actually enjoying a little bit of livener on the rocks with just a splash of Topo Chico, which is kind of just a nice little pick me up in the afternoon, and anyone can make it. Any kind of club soda, seltzer water with a little livener. It's delicious.
You know, it's funny. We've been drinking Livener throughout the month of January to
Nice.
commemorate and celebrate dry January, no booze.
Yeah.
And the other day, I think it was last week, Carol poured herself a shot of it on ice, right?
Hmm.
And really liked that. Maybe with a shot of seltzer. Well, we're going to build some really nice drinks today. Let's bring out the Livener right now.
Let's
Whoa.
do it.
So I have my bottle of Livener, and I really appreciate Three Spirit for providing this. Um,
Of course.
oh, another shout out. I forgot. We have a lemon, and we were going to do some shishitsu peppers from Melissa's produce, and but we do have the lemon. Hey Neil, how are you?
I'm doing great. I'm
Good,
doing great. I'm just over here hanging in my living room.
good. All right. Hey, let's start. We're gonna just in general, all of the Three Spirit products
Yes.
are alcohol free, gluten
Correct.
free, and
Yes.
non-GMO.
Check. Correct.
Hey,
All correct.
I
And
get
vegan.
and vegan and vegan
And
too. So that's
yes.
really terrific. I'm really curious. And where are they made? Where are the? I know the company's based in England, but are
Yes,
they made
correct.
there?
So since we started in the UK, of course, naturally, we started all of our production there. We do some of our production in the US as well as the UK now, but yeah, we still make a bit there, a bit here. And we also have some beautiful non alcoholic wine alternatives. Those are made still in the UK. And we work with a really cool regenerative farm there, and we get, beautiful, well, ugly produce, but beautiful produce we utilize for our wines from the UK.
All right, here we go. Let's make our first drink. This is the Livener Spritzer. Now, this drink does have some caffeine in it, right? It'll give you a little pickup in the afternoon.
It does. It has just kind of a gentle amount of caffeine to give you more of a gentle lift as opposed to like a really, strong, punchy couple of espresso shots, for example. More of like a cup of green tea. So we also have Amazonian guayusa, which is in the livener, and that is also a form of caffeine, and it kind of, I like to say, it gives more of a gentle uplift as opposed to like a big spike. So
It's
kind of a sustained energy.
what I've noticed. If I have a cup of coffee, I go up and I go down. But with the
Yes.
Livener, I haven't noticed that. All right. Um, what we're going to do
Guayusa.
now is, Carol, can you give me a? Never mind. I'm going to do it the way I always do it. I was going to ask for a shot glass, but to heck with a shot glass. So with the Livener, we're going to. This is the spritz. We're going to put in a little bit of that. It's about 2 ounces. And what is next?
So you're gonna add a little bit of that Fever Tree pink grapefruit soda, and it's really Fever Tree makes some beautiful mixers. I love mixing with them. They use really quality ingredients and good sugars, and not too much sugar, which is really nice. That kind of grapefruit acidity and brightness really complements livener, and it's a gorgeous pink cocktail for Valentine. So it's a little romantic as well.
And let's see. Let's stir it just a bit. I have to say that I love Feverfew grapefruit. This is one of my
Yes,
favorite mixers at all, right? So I'm gonna add
it's a
just
good.
a touch more because I like it so much. And then we're going to top it off with some fresh cranberry seeds. Hmm?
Pomegranate.
But did I say cranberry? I did. Pomegranate. Pomegranate,
I mean,
cranberry.
cranberry could work too potentially. A little more tart, but yeah, it would
Yeah.
look nice.
All
Be
right.
good for holiday.
So this
Yeah.
is our first drink, and on this one, I'm going to hold it up here, okay, for everybody to see. Now, we usually do the tasting at the end, but I
Okay.
can't resist. I'm going to do it now.
I mean, it looks really pretty, right? So cheers. I got to top mine off actually over here.
Cheers. That is so good. You're going to
Nice,
like this
right?
one, Carol.
Yeah. And so simple.
Mm.
Um, you
It is
livener.
simple, it's easy, and there's not a lot of calories or anything in it, too. Neil Gray says, yippee! And I love that. Okay, I'm going to move this out of the way. And what is our next drink that we are going to make?
So we are gonna make a social mule or magic mule. We're not gonna make it in a mule mug today, but same ingredients really can go in whatever kind of glass you have on hand. And again, just a simple, social is going to be the base of the drink. Even though, non-alcoholic spirits, a lot of people kind of wonder like, oh, what do I do with it? How do I drink it? Well, you treat it just the same as you would a spirit base. So, typically it'll be like a 2 ounce pour of our, of 3 spirit, and then your mixer, or if you're making a sour, it can be a little, lime or lemon juice and a sweetener of your choice. So it's really, meant to be utilized in the same way. Social is one of my personal favorites to enjoy, just because I love lion's mane mushroom, cacao, damiana. Damiana is a really cool ingredient, and it's one I like to point out for
Mm.
Valentine's Day as it
It has a
actually is.
very fresh nose, if, to use a wine
Yeah.
term. It really does. Um,
Uh,
Now, does this have caffeine?
No, no. It has, so there is a little bit of yerba mate in social. However, it's pretty much trace caffeine, so it's very, very, very low dosage,
Right.
even below like, you know, decaf coffee, for example.
And
So
there's no
it's
added sugar. There's no added sugar either.
there is just a small amount. We add a little bit of sweet to balance out some of the more bitter
Got it.
herbs because we use quite a bit of herbs and plant ingredients. And, sometimes those can be kind of astringent and bitter. So just a gentle amount of natural sugar, whether that's maple syrup or agave or a little bit of, organic cane, always, organically sourced. And we just put just enough to balance out those bitter tastes.
All right, let's make the social. I'm going to do the same thing. It's also got a nice red color.
I'm going to grab for it as well.
Okay. And I'll put that
Mhm.
back here. And I have some more fever tree. This is ginger beer.
Yes.
And
One of
you
my
know,
favorite.
when everybody's drinking, if you're at a party and you don't drink alcohol and you've just got water, or
Yes.
maybe 7 Up or something like that, you kind of feel left out. With the Three Spirit products, you can participate more, I think. Right?
Yes. Yeah.
I think that's
Yeah. Thing is, not drinking alcohol doesn't mean, not enjoying, not having fun, not having something sophisticated and elegant and complex. I think for a long time, people who, weren't drinking were just kind of stuck with sugary sodas or iced tea or just seltzer with a lemon or lime. And now with, non-alcoholic spirits and wines and beer and so many things. I mean, you can have a beautifully complex drink without the alcohol. And, in the case of Three Spirit, you also have adaptogens and nootropics and ingredients that are going to make you feel something.
right.
So there's it's a great space and it's a wonderful time for anyone who's thinking about moderating or for people who don't drink. There's so many more options now.
Right. So I have about 2 ounces of social. Well, let's see if we get this. There we go. Social. Whoa. I get nauseous on roller coasters. Um,
Oh no.
and Howard Sandler says hello. Hello, Howard. And Neil is, when you get a moment, please show the camera. Oh, the label. I will do that. I
Yes.
promise. We'll do that in just a second. Uh, you can always check out 3spiritdrinks.com, Neil. 3spiritdrinks.com. There it is right there with Silamus' name. Wait, I'm stopping. You're the only. Bring Silamus back here.
I'm here. I'm
Yeah,
here.
and you're back. You
I'm
were the
back.
only Silamus I've ever met. How did you get that name?
Well, I had a very creative mom who quite liked an artist who was German, spelled slightly differently, and there was an umlaut in there, which was that little, dot. And she was like, I think I might change it a little bit, make her life a little easier. So Silamith it is, and I think at least I'm the only one in the U.S. There might be some somewhere in the world, but it's unique and it's nice to have something different.
We bring you a first here on Mark Allen Cooks, right? We do. All right. I already have the social port. I'm going to add the Fever Tree ginger beer. Now, this is a takeoff of a very famous drink, and it's called a Moscow Mule, and it's normally served in a copper cup. I do not drink Moscow Mules at all, so I don't have the Moscow Mule cup. However, if somebody wants to gift us one, We'll take it. All right. I've done that, and then I need to do one other thing, I think, and I have a lime that we have here,
Yeah,
and
there she is.
right,
The lime really brings it to life. It just makes it pop.
absolutely. Do you squeeze
Yeah.
it in?
Sure, you could squeeze it in if you hand squeeze it, citrus squeezer, whatever works.
And there we go. Is that pretty? I'm gonna before I drink it. Let's see if we can get a shot of that drink. Okay. Whoa, pretty.
Yeah,
Very nice.
nice.
Very good. And then I'm going to try something, Carol. I don't know if this will work or not, but let's. This is with the Livener. See what happens, so we can show Neil the. Yeah, there we go.
There it is. And also, Mark, just in case someone's having a challenge with the website, our US website is actually us.threespiritdrinks.com. Just in
Got it.
case.
I didn't realize that, so
That's okay.
sorry about that. Okay, here we go. I had no trouble. I got on it. All right, and I'm going to
Oh,
bring the
good.
social
Okay.
back. And Carol, you can show the social one too. All right, here it goes, folks. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to eat a pretzel. Now, normally
Oh,
I would dip this in some mustard or have a um, honey mustard
something.
pretzel. This is just a very dry pretzel. And people are, at a party. That's what I'm going to go back live from California. It's wet here, but this is dry.
Cheers.
Are you from the U.S. or are you from Europe?
I Yes, I was born in San Francisco.
In where?
So San
San
Francisco,
Francisco. I was just
indeed.
there. It hasn't
Yeah,
washed away yet. This
it
is
hasn't
really
walked
good.
away.
This is really good.
It's got that like just a little bit of earthiness from the social, and then of course ginger, which as long as you're a ginger fan, ginger's delicious. I love ginger personally. Just kind of marries so beautifully, and it's one of my favorite things about all of our spirits really is that there's so much flavor and complexity, and you don't have to do all that much to them. You can just enjoy them even on the rocks, and they taste delicious.
I have to tell you that this is going to pair very well with my smoked Gouda that I have right here, and
Nice.
you can eat. That's my smoked Gouda right there. I like ginger as well. It can be overpowering for some people, but in general, I think it's really nice, and that's part of what a,
Yeah,
a Moscow mule or a magic mule in this case um, is. So I'm really pleased with this.
good.
Um,
I wish I had
so,
some Gouda.
and again, no alcohol, no buzz, no fear of drinking too much. Uh, you can drive,
You can
and I
drive,
think
you
that's
will,
important.
but not from alcohol.
Yeah.
So Damiana, an ingredient that actually is considered. It grows in Mexico, grows in a lot of places, but it's really an aphrodisiac. So it gives you a little bit of a floaty, flirty kind of feeling. So it's perfect for Valentine's Day. So you will feel a buzz, but it won't be alcohol, and it won't inhibit your ability to do things like drive or make good decisions.
Or, or make love because let's face it,
There you go.
alcohol does depress the ability to do whoopee,
It does.
or
Yep.
as Neil said earlier, yippee. Okay, so I'm going to put this over here. Now this next one is going to be made with your nightcap, and I'm going to
Yes.
move that to there, and you can see what that is. I get that pretty there. both of the drinks that we've had so far are refreshing and really tasting. That has a lot of ginger in it. I love ginger beer, and it
Hmm.
just really worked. Um, and this is, tell us a little bit about Nightcap before we
Yeah,
make the drink.
absolutely. So nightcap is probably, I mean, I do have, I say really all of them are my favorite, but kind of for different reasons and different occasions, which is why it's nice to have three of them. Nightcap is, it's soothing, it's luxurious, it helps you wind down, after a long day when you want to sip on something, sophisticated and elegant, but you don't want alcohol. In terms of, flavor profile, there's going to be, people like to say it is similar to a whiskey. It's not imitating a whiskey in flavor profile, but I would say it does kind of drink like that. It has, almost a little bit of a vanilla-y kind of barrel flavor going on. In terms of functional ingredients, it has so many things. It has valerian, it has hops, and hops are an amazing ingredient that, of course, everyone's familiar with hoppy beer, but hops are very similar to CBD. And so they actually help you kind of just become more calm and relaxed and, helps the wind down process.
And
Lemon,
the valerian also
yeah, yes,
is something
it is.
that people take to relax.
Correct.
It helps. Well, I have a ice shaker here, a cocktail shaker, and
All
I
right.
filled it halfway with glass with ice. We're having windows replaced. If we're having windows replaced at the house, and I got to be careful where I step because of all the glass, ice. It looks the same. All right, we're going to try the nightcap, and I'm. Now it says right there on the bottle. It says calm, woody, and mellow.
Yes,
Okay, so I'm going to put
indeed.
about two ounces in there, and I'm making single. Um, the recipes, by the way, which Silamith has given us, will be on the YouTube website tomorrow. Maybe later on tonight, but it will be by tomorrow. And everything that we're making here is it will be featured on the recipe. All right, so I've got the three spirits there, the nightcap. Next, we're going to put in some fresh lemon juice. And just to show you what kind of a nice person Silamith is, instead of making me, where, there, squeeze the lemon, she squeezed the lemon for me. And she put it in a nice little bottle. Do you want the bottles back? You know how people are? They want bottles back.
It's okay. As long
Oh,
as, I mean, I hope you reuse it because it is a handy little bottle, but,
it really is. It's very cute.
Mhm.
All right, here we go. I'll pour about an ounce in there. And then the other thing that Silmuth made for me, and you can come back over here so I can show it, and that is a ginger honey syrup. And this is very easy to make. Um, tell us how to make this quickly, Silmuth.
So basically, it's just a slight variation on a honey syrup. And, a ratio would be, maybe two parts. I like 1 to 1. Some people like it a little, more watery, but all you need is just a saute pan. Do start with a equal 1 to 1 and basically whisk it. Don't boil it. Once it's cooled down, then you can add a little bit of fresh ginger juice to it, which I just bought some ginger juice from
Wow.
Whole Foods juice bar. But there's, you could also just cut up a bit of ginger and it would, give you the same effect, and then strain it out.
Got it. All right, so I'm going to pour in, let's see, about 1.5 ounces, it says. No,
No,
a half ounce.
a half ounce.
There.
Yes. So
Yeah.
it's 2 nightcap, 1 lemon, and then a half ounce of the ginger honey. And it's a beautiful modern classic cocktail called the penicillin. We're making a little variation of course, being non-alcoholic. The classic penicillin, which was created by an amazing bartender in New York named Sam Ross, uses Scotch. So here we utilize the nightcap. It has
Whoop.
like properties to it, and will give you kind of that same feeling.
All right, here we go. And we're going to shake this, but not for too long. And if you were watching me, I was doing the cocktail shaker dance. Now, cocktail shakers, if you look up here at the top, have a little strainer. So we're going to strain this. Okay, we're going to strain that. And we're going to strain it into a glass of ice. And, oh, will use the lemon. And I'm going to
Yeah,
take
you want a nice little wheel.
I don't know if I have the skill for a wheel, but well, we
I
have,
think you do.
we have a peel. We have a peel, and I'm going to twist it. Throw that in. And I'm going to take a taste of cheese before this one, just to kind of clear my palate. You know, if you're at a cocktail party, they're passing all kinds of hors d'oeuvre things. And of
Yeah.
course, pretzels and cheese and whatever you've got, smoked mussels.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Mm. And is this one that we also no? I've got some ginger slices here instead of candied ginger that would have gone on the magic mule. All right, this one is the nightcap penicillin. Will this help me sleep?
It will help you relax. So it's not necessarily a sleep aid. It's more of just a wind down, chill out, put your feet up, put your
Mm,
comfy clothes on if you want, kind of a vibe. Which is, sometimes that can be a nice Valentine's vibe, right?
yeah, this is
Yeah.
very nice too. All again refreshing. Skull.
Good. Yeah. Cheers. I'm just having it on the rocks. I'm not making cocktails over here just because I'm sitting in my living room, but I'm drinking along with you.
Got it, and we appreciate that. Well, we're just about out of time. Again, let's get the correct website. If you go to this website, it'll ask you what country you're in, and you just click on US, and there you go. It'll be right there for you. Um, threespiritdrinks.com. And I thank all the people who helped put this together. Um, Silamith, you've been terrific. And uh, your boss, is your boss based in the UK or here?
So we're a pretty small team. So there's three co-founders. Two of them are married and they're based in London, and then the third co-founder is out of New York.
Got it. Well,
Yeah.
I have to, oh, I am thirsty and watching you. Great show. Thank you.
Just watching
Hmm?
you. I'm thirsty just watching
Oh,
you.
you're thirsty. Just watch. It's tiny. I don't know how to make it bigger. Neil, thank you very much. Um, hey, would you come back sometime and maybe share your wines with us?
Yes, let's definitely do it. The wines are probably my go-to when it's warm. It's just warm weather. You want like a nice chilled, white alternative and a sparkling rosé alternative. It's great for, spring, summer, fall. Well, it's LA, so it's hot here a lot, but it's my hot weather sipper. I'll say
I
that.
got it. Well, I would, I want the hot weather back. What
It'll
was it? A week ago it was 80 degrees. Today it's like
come.
52, right? Um, I thank you very much, Suleiman. Hold on, don't go away. I want to talk about next week's show. I met a couple, the Levies, and they are, um, uh, and I'm going to blow names here. Okay, Akir and Faye Levy. Faye has written 23 cookbooks in 3 languages. And we're going to do a Middle Eastern Israeli dish next week. It's called shashuka. It is really quite good. It's easy to make, and it's a perfect light meal for Valentine's Day. All right, so that's next week here on Mark Alyn Cooks. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. And thank you again to Three Spirit. Carol, as always, thank you. Great job. See you next week, everybody. Bye bye for now. And hold on, Sullivan.